These are the 7 things you need to do right away when you've decided to start a clothing brand. First thing you want to do is to register business with the authorities in your country, typically with the company's registration office and the tax agency. This is because when you do business with, for example, manufacturers and suppliers, they typically want you to have a registered business to make sure you're legit to do business with. So for that reason, register your business first thing. And the second thing you want to do is to open a bank account. You need to be able to pay suppliers, manufacturer, but of course you want to be able to receive money when you start earning them. So that's the second thing. The next thing you want to do is to look at a founder's agreement. Are you by yourself? Then you don't need to do this, but if you're several persons, you need to look into creating a founder's agreement. And in this agreement, you typically look at what the responsibilities will be and what happens if someone wants to leave, and also what happens if you want to take someone on board. Even if best friends, you really want to do this, and actually it just makes it easier, because then it's easy to create this agreement. What will happen? Because if you come to that point that someone wants to, for example, leave and you're not best friends anymore, then you can avoid lengthy discussions and disagreements, because then you have this agreement that just exactly describes what will happen and end of discussion. It's so easy. So please set this up if you're several partners. Next thing to do is to seek out advisors. You just have to admit to yourself you're not best at everything. So just look at what are you good at, what do you want to do, and what can other people help me with. Look for advisors that have actually done what you're trying to achieve. Next thing is maybe not that exciting, but you really need to look at setting up bookkeeping. You have to have your numbers in order. This both to comply with laws and for the tax authorities, but it's also for your own reason. You want to be on top of your money and make sure you have the cash flow needed to run your business at any time. Next thing you want to do is to reserve your domain names and social media accounts. And just look at where are your target customers and focus on those social media platforms firstly, and then you can look at other ones as well. As soon as you have a domain name, you can set up your email account and you can start doing business. And the next thing you want to look at is insurance. This is for different reasons. First of all, you will be covered if something happens during transport of your materials or your products. You want to make sure you're covered if something happens to your stock. You also want to have coverage if there's a legal dispute. If something occurs, something happens with your clothes and someone makes a claim, you want to have that backup from your insurance company. So first thing, register your business, open bank account, look at a founder's agreement, seek out advisors, look at your bookkeeping, reserve your domain names and social media accounts, and lastly, look at insurance, and then you're good to go.